Okay, I'm caught up on videos from my holiday, so let's open a couple of ceramics, see where we get to. Mike on Top Right. Hey, I'm Mike. I've got a little bit of cash, I'm just going to open some ceramics. I thought you might like to come along for the ride. I'm not going to open many, probably 10. See where we get to. Right, Suzuki, Citroen, Maserati, Skoda, Super Rare, epic, Ford Maverick. I haven't used my Ford Maverick Tremor at all, so that will be fuse material. I really need epic fuse material at the moment. When you get a bit higher up in the game, you do end up with a lot more fuse material epics than you do at the beginning, obviously, because you're trying to collect them. But, right, that was an Audi, double Super Rare. So it does get a bit easier as you get a bigger garage and you have more of the epics for the challenges and the events. Obviously, when epics turn up, they are mainly fuse material, which means you can upgrade legendaries, which is awesome. No way! Chevrolet Camaro. Right, I have one of them as well. I use it quite a lot. I don't need a second one though, so that's 2 epics out of 3 packs. That's crazy. Let's see if we can run this until the luck runs out, and then we'll stop. That's how gambling works. You run it until the luck runs out, and then you go home. Ford Ranger and a Renault bi-turbo. Okay, so we've got double super rares. They're still better than average, still better than 1 super rare. So as soon as we lose, we'll probably give it 1 or 2 more packs, then we'll quit out. Just want to make sure we've lost the luck. Let's see. Right, so that's 1 super rare. We'll keep going just in case that's an anomaly. I don't have a lot of money anyway, so I don't want to waste it. It could be the best odds we've ever had if we get 2 epics and a couple of super rares. Right, it's a double super rare. We're back moving up the odds again. Let's go. Right, yeah, what was I saying? So yeah, epics. As you get higher in the game and bigger garage, it's really cool because quite a lot of the epics that turn up do end up going into fuse material for legendaries. That was a single super rare. I think we'll call it there. That's 7 packs, 35 cars, 7 packs, 2 epics is pretty good. Not bad at all. I know it's not your 1 million or your 2 million pack opening, but you got to know when to quit. And I think quitting on that is a good move. They're both epic fuse material. I do want to put some updates in that new BMW that we've just got on the handling, the legendary BMW. So yeah, I think I'm going to stop there so I don't burn through too much cash. I've got 386,000, which runs down real quick if you start upgrading stuff. So let's just hang there for a bit. That will be enough for the pack opening, I think. Do you want to have a quick talk about some of the stuff that's been going on recently? The Global Pursuit series, I really like it. I know people think it's too confusing. There's a lot of stuff going on. Many tokens opening up other tokens, opening up other things, opening up other things. That's kind of how Hutch have to work because of the system that they've got, where one thing unlocks one thing sort of thing. So yeah, it's a bit confusing. I didn't have a problem working it out, to be honest, from their description. I know other people thought their description was long-winded and confusing, but I really liked it. I got the BMW, and that means I like the GPS series. I like the fact that it's spread over 3 events, therefore you're not all focused on a finals event. I went into that 3rd GPS event knowing I only had to get top 80, which is out of 500 still a good task, but not that good a task. I could easily do it. And that was because my 2nd event, I had a really good event. Now, if that had been a tri-series, I would have not got the car. So I think for the player base, all of those apart from the top 10 in the league table, basically, I think the Global Pursuit series is a good thing. Yes, you have to do a bit of work. Yes, you have to collect coins and tokens and credits and all that kind of stuff, but you get a lot of free packs in the store. I think it's a great thing. I'd really like to know your opinion down below if you want to give it to me. I hope Hutch continue with it. I hope they haven't been put off by all the negative comments floating around. Everybody always has to have an opinion on stuff. It doesn't mean we don't want it. We want content, or I want content. Let me know what you want in the comments below, but I think anything is better than nothing. The week before last, we had no content. Last week, we had tons of content. Whether it's good content or bad content is something to do. I like to play the game. I'm a big fan of top drives. I really am. I put a lot of time and effort into it. Content is where it's at, even if it's content to earn duplicate super rares. I know the Creators Showcase went down like a lead balloon with people. I know people were very dismayed about the fact that they kept getting the same low RQ super rare in a pack. But who cares if it's a top-end super rare or low-end super rare? If it's a duplicate fuse material, it doesn't matter. And that's the principle of this. It's all about trying to get a rebate on what you've done to upgrade your cars. And there's a lot of people talking about, oh, it's not worth it upgrading the cars. But you have to upgrade cars for the future. You have to do that. Those ultra rares were relatively useful cars, therefore they may be useful in the future. I had to upgrade 2 out of the 5, but I was happy to do that because I had plenty of super rares, and you know what, you have to do the objectives tasks anyway to upgrade stuff, so why not? And it got us some cash, and it got us some time on the game. Time playing the game. And I know sometimes you don't want to play the game, sometimes you've got other stuff going on. I was on holiday while this was going on, but it didn't take much effort while I was lying in bed before I went to sleep, just to run through the few things. They were easy enough challenges. And it got some extra cash, and it got some extra fuse material, which you could have sold if you wanted to. You know what I mean? It's stuff to do in the end. It's not important. The way Hutch put it is, you can play if you want to play it, don't play if you don't want to play it. There's nothing big at the end of it, so you're not missing out if you don't play it. And that's a great way to think of this game. Yes, if there's a prize car, you really want to play it. But all the other stuff is optional. If you don't want to play the Curators showcase and bring home a few super rare duplicates to sell or to use as fuse material, don't. It's not going to kill you to leave it there and ignore it. And that was absolutely the same for Touma's big clear out. Weird that they put them in the same week. They should have maybe put one in this week, because then we've had a little bit of a lull in this week. We could have had Touma's this week and the Curator stuff last week. It's the way Hutch do it. It's everything at once and nothing for the next week. It is a real planning issue they have over there, but I can't affect that, so why talk about it? Touma's big clear out, I understood what they were doing. I think it would have been great if at the end of it we had got some sort of rare prize car. You know what I mean? That RQ39 mini electric thing, the really fancy picture from Enter the Black Forest. It's been floating around for 2 years now. That would be a great car to give out on a little challenge-y type idea. At the end of picking up all these crates. You know what I mean? It could have been played that he did manage to buy his correct auction car. And here it is. You play for it, 10 rounds, you can get it. Because the rares and the uncommons, those prize cars, they're absolutely useless. If you didn't play Touma's because you couldn't be bothered with all the crates, palaver and all that stuff, and being there every 2 hours to claim the credits or whatever it was, you know what I mean? Then you don't get the rare prize car at the end. Who cares? It's not going to be useful. We know it's not useful. We know that all those rare prize cars and all the uncommon prize cars, they're just in it as a token gesture. Nobody uses them. Maybe 1 or 2 out of a 20 odd. But if they had put a little challenge at the end of that, with that rare prize car or another rare prize car or an uncommon prize car, then there would have been something at the end of it to close it off. I know they were doing it for fuse material. They think everyone needs rare fuse material, which is crazy because you get that off prize boards. If you just join an event earlier, you can clear more prize boards. You can get rares and uncommons and commons off the prize board. You can use them as fuse material or you can sell them. So the principles for the rare fuse material isn't quite there. If they'd done it for the super rares, maybe. If they'd done it for the ultra rares, that would have been mega. But if they'd done it for super rares so you could have used fuse material for an ultra rare upgrade, then that might have been a little bit clearer. But then that would have clashed with the Curator showcase, I guess. What I'm trying to get at in this video, which was really just a pack opening, but it ended up being quite a short video, so I've gone off on a bit of one. I don't do rants. There's no point doing rants in the world, I think. I'm a pretty happy guy. I don't need to rant about a little phone game that is insignificant in the world, really. I know we put a lot of significance on it. I spent hours on it every day. I mean, messing about, doing stuff, upgrading cars, investing in things. But it is still a computer game. Real life outside the screen is way more important. So you mustn't get tied up in whether Touma's big clear out was a success or a failure because it was an optional thing to play. If you didn't want to play it, you don't play it. Who cares? But fundamentally, we ask Hutch to get us new content. We want new ideas in the game. We want more content. They come back and throw loads of new ideas and loads of new content at us, and we moan. Most of the people out there are moaning about all this stuff, and you think, well, remember last week? The week before? You know what I mean? We had nothing to do. So let's just play these things and then wait for the better thing to come along. There will be a tri-series or something big coming, I'm sure. That's it. That's all I've got to say is try not to get too stressed over the game. If there's stuff in the game you don't like, don't play it. You know what I mean? That's the fundamentals. If there's stuff that you are confused about, like the 3 GPS things, do you have to try on all 3 of them? Well, why not just try on all 3 of them? And then you'll be covered off. You know what I mean? If it had ended up that you didn't need to play the first 2, it was all about the 3rd GPS, then what have you done? You've just earned a slightly better place and better rewards. So I would say to you, if you're confused, either join a Discord and ask a few people. There'll be people out there that do understand these concepts that have come out. Or just play hard until you know what this concept is. And then once you've worked it out, you're sitting pretty. Anyway, that's all good. Let me know in the comments below anything you want to let me know in the comments below. I'm going to go now. Thank you very much for listening to this load of rubbish. I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourself. Get yourself out of here though. We are done.